Okay, so now let's go ahead and create our particles. So now I will show you how to emit particles from inside of the thinking particles. So let's create the TP thinking particles. Go to the again to particle system and click here the thinking and click whatever you want once. That's how you go to the properties. So let's create the master dynamics, one master dynamics. I will rename it like emitter, right? So there's two ways how to create nodes, let's say like nodes or emitters. So you can right click in this empty place, right? Or from here, as you can see, create. You can create, I mean, there's a bunch of options that we will talk about. But for example, I never create from here. I'd like to just right click here and choose whatever I want. For example, let's go to the generator and born. So here we will let me just yeah, like that. Okay, born particles. So this is kind of a simple as in the particle flow, just born operator. So as you can see, I can already see one particle, right? So then we will talk about, as you can see, we must send them to the group. It's necessary. So it's automatically sending to the all group because we don't have any groups, right? So, but I would like to create one group and call it, for example, let's say a red particle. So why I wrote the red? Because I will also change the color of this group to the red. Just simply click and there's a red, you see. And it turns, oops, so I haven't sent it yet. So I go to the born operator and choose, as you can see, it appears here, red particle. I'll send them to the here. So as you can see, it's already red. Yeah, as you can see. So then what you can do, also you can choose, I mean, dots, flakes, ticks as you wish, as you would like. There's also the option called edit on the fly, right? So what does it mean? If I will turn off edit on the fly, I mean turn on, I'm sorry. So it means that whatever change I will do, for example, in timeline, for example 20 or whatever, it automatically will update for me. So I don't even have to move this timeline to update on what's on my viewport, right? So, but I don't use pretty much because in the heavy scenes it can crash my machine. So I would like just while moving this timeline to upgrade whatever I have on my viewport. So next, there's now right now it's set count to 1. So I will choose from, let's just pistol shot and make it 30, right? So right now it's not gonna happen because we don't have any gravity. It's I mean, lots of things. So but you have an idea, I mean, what kind of it's this emitter. So for example, I want to create, so it's dynamic. So it will be visible. Let's add our force. Okay, force. So that I have force here, right? So how I can apply these? I mean, how I would like this red particle to be affected by this force. How I will do that? So you can you see there's 3 options here. So you just left click left mouse, hold and click. You see there's a kind of arrow. You just simply drag it to whatever you want to connect. So it means the green, it means that you can connect for 3 of it. You can connect to the 3, you can choose 3 of these parameters and connect it. So I will connect to the particle. So then you can see this green kind of point here. So if you will press it, it will show you what kind of outputs does it have. We can hide, for example. So I know that I don't want to use these. I don't need to use these 2 options. So I will just double click, it will hide it. So everything. But if I will again double click, so it will show me only what what I'm using currently now. So I have my force. As you can see, it haven't updated until I move my timeline. So as you can see, I already can see something. So I would like it to rise up, right? So how there's a parameter option that's written direction. So I'll go again to helpers, standard. So you want to be able to see, it's okay, standard and 0.3, right? So I will go and pick the vector and will connect to the direction, and minus z I will choose just -1. So now let me see. Okay, I can see some movement, but the lifespan is too low, so let's make it infinite. There we go. As you can see now, I can see something, right? So we can make it even pistol shot, just once. It will create, there you go, or particles per second, or count, or whatever you want. So then, what kind of also emitters? So let's say you want to delete these operator. How you will do that? If you press delete, it won't work. So there's two ways. You can right click and remove, or just press Alt button and right click on your mouse. That's all. So we'll go to the generator. There's also a called particle draw. This is also a really beautiful option that Thinking Particles allows us. So what it gives us, so we can draw a particle wherever we want. Let me just, okay, no particles in my scene. So I mean, bunch of new options. Max, we can paint whatever you want. Actually, I don't use it too much. Then you also have, I mean, position born. This is the most used. I actually use 80-70% for my particle emitters. So as you can see, this is I think the best emitter in Thinking Particles. As you can see, it gives us pretty much the same values in the p-flow. So there's a particle emitting nicely. Okay. Well, then if you, for example, you want to disconnect from the force or from here, how you will do that? So you press the shift button and just click left click mouse on your mouse, and that's all. So you can drag it and connect it. If you want to disconnect, just hold the shift button and left click on your mouse. That's all. Well, you have it. Let's say I have born my particles, right? So I haven't sent it to the red particles group. That's why it's white, right? So I will send it to the red particle group. So let's change its color. And I create, for example, another thing, and let's call it send to green color. So in the next video, so we will talk how to, I mean, more depth about the Thinking Particles, how to, for example, send it to the green group to become a green, or multiple groups, etc. So I'll see you in the next video.